First off, I know what half of you are going to say. For those who actually watch it, I thought you said Sunday. No, hold on. Apparently, since recording last time, these guys are trying to figure out what's actually going to happen next. So, welcome back to episode 20 of Radiant Pandemonium, where this party ended off in a very, very mortem moment yesterday night. After after being separated from each other, to where there was two of the team, they are caught on the continent of Thorncarver. Rather than Thorncarver, after fighting off the Leviathan, these guys got very, very injured and very hurt, to where they decided to seek refuge in the civilization of Thorncarver, to where Giles and Drift went into town, going into the inn, and Giles, using his crystal system like a waylight beacon to the rest of the party, to where he got struck by his own, a form of lightning from the crystal, sending a concussion wave of chaotic energy kind of up a storm. Aileen and Aaron search throughout the whole entire city to see what the friends are, not only getting hit with their own concussive wave of lightning and hearing the booming effects of the ripple of the storm. Aaron was knocked out into a death state, but Aileen saved him with a med kit that she had prepared. Going across to where Aaron ended looking through his crystal, and also Aileen looking at hers, seeing marks of a gold and a green on their crystals. Locating to where Aaron uses a crystal ability that he called that Foresight, where Foresight was able to allow him to see where his crewmates were. Seeing where his crewmates were very in trouble, he and Aileen rushed straight into the Portsea Key inn. So, to where they stumble straight into the inn. Giles and Drift caught up in the storm, very injured, healing, making sure they are fine, healing each other using Sparing and Dying. Sparing and Dying didn't work on Drift. And as soon as Drift got up, he started to vomit up black blood of ichor. Black, a very dark red ichor of blood. Until we see the shooting image on the floor, stumbling halfway, filled with chunks and very slime-like tendrils, to where something moves and blinks and shudders onto the ground. We're continuing from that moment now. You guys are seeing this shudder, blink, constantly on the ground as Drift is on the bed, knocked out with blood from his nose, his mouth, and still wrapped up in those bandages.
Is this thing alive?
This thing is survival. Give me a survival.
Here we go. First roll of the night. 18.
18. This thing is... I would say... No. Survival. This thing is technically alive. How much alive, you do not know. But you can see in this whole entire thing, as it's blinking and shuddering, it's like a pit. A deep, deep pit.
I don't understand.
Your crystals are starting to grow, glow again and starting to resonate. Crystals lighting up, very, very bright. Now, you look at it, you're seeing the gold, you're seeing green, you're seeing blue, you're seeing gray, purple,
Okay.
and red.
Yeah.
From the glow of the crystals, you can see the red and purple. Their lights are
I'm
blinking.
assuming.
The lights are blinking
I'm
in
assuming
and out, in, then out. As you're doing so, staring into the crystal, you start to shake and move a little bit as your crystal is starting to like reverb, moving constantly side to side, like it's being pulled in like a magnet. And it's huddling straight down to the ground to where that pool is shuddering back and forth, blinking.
But he dropped his crystal onto the ground and it started doing that?
Your guys' crystals, not just theirs. Keeping that mystic stance of pulling up to the ground to where that thing is moving around. You can see the blinking of the eyes. You can hear that voice, a shredded energy, to where that thing stops blinking and it's just a deep, deep pit inside this inn, shaking around, cauterizing, of making the whole entire inside of the building, where it's not only just starting spreading on the floor completely, towards covering the floor in black, but making like makeshift veins that are like dark, like making like subtle hosts and like a little bit of decoration, a very cryptic decoration, more like a narcotic type base. It's just roaming around. Crystal's still reverbing, and everyone's hands keeping a grip to where Drift and Guile's crystal falls out of their hand.
No.
The red and blue lights on your guys' crystals are still blinking in. And just like, it just starts fading away. That red starts to seep and disappear. Daunting echoes in the inn to where all of you give me wisdom saves.
Here we go.
1 second, let me get back to the room. I was pouring the last of my thing.
You're fine.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 for a total of?
Wisdom save, 27.
Alright, 27.
I'm a druid.
Shit. Math. 15.
Alright. As that's happening, Aaron, you feel a lot of emotions shooting of darkness coming from your legs. Same from you, Aileen, and same for the boys that are laying down unconscious. Darkness of like some type of maw starts lifting up, grabbing your ankles, shifting all the way up. You are starting to feel coated in this specific cloak. Aileen, you feel it starting to go up. Your bow starts to crack to where the string and the arrows snap.
Oh.
Aaron, this is coming up all the way to where you're like, no. As it's just continuing going up your legs, where you're able to like use a little bit of your keen senses of survival and a little bit of your magic. You won't take me, and just break off toward the guttural bit of like the dire wolf of the aggressiveness come out, just forcing it to where you're able to brick clutches of this pit.
Can I wild shape right now?
You are able to wild shape.
Alright, I will wild shape into a direwolf and try to grab Aileen and run out of the room with her.
As you're doing that, Aileen, give me a dexterity save.
Fuck you, I'm not good at those.
Or roll high. Or low, I don't know. Are you trying to beat me? I don't know.
No. Do not roll.
8.
8.
8.
You are getting pulled in to where you're like shifting out, arms are reaching out to where you're starting to sink into something, and you're holding your crystal in your hand as you feel as your grip is about to slip.
And I at least grab her. No, dumb idea, sorry. I was gonna say grab the crystal, but I know what happens when I touch somebody else's crystal.
The beds where Giles and Drift are all begin to start sinking down.
I run to Giles and try to pick him up instead.
You go to Giles and try to pick him up. Strength
Here
check.
we go. Strength check using direwolf. 5e. Alright, here we go. It's plus 3. 13.
And you try to go pick up Giles to where that dark substance is starting to pull him down as well. As your direwolf say, you're pulling him from his clothing into like his arm to try to pull him out, and you literally just see start seeking out, and your grip loses immediately.
I'm out of there.
You go.
Or unless I could save drift, maybe.
If you want to try to save drift, also give me a strength check.
Alright. 18.
18. You are going to pick up drift to where as soon as you do that, you pull drift as you see you're looking and you're running out of the whole entire inn. You're running out thinking, okay, we got out of there. You get out the inn.
Sorry, you're getting Zahira now.
I'm sorry, I rolled an 8. I only had plus 6 to my dexterity stuff.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Aaron, you drift out. And you're outside of the inn to where the shooting of the darkness is starting to expand on a little more. What do you do?
I'm gonna turn around. How fast is it approaching?
Darkness is corroding from... Give me an Arcana.
Here we go. Arcana, do you want me to use mine or the direwolves? I don't know what the direwolves is.
You have to use the Arcana. It's based off your wisdom, so... What is your wisdom?
Wisdom +1, and I don't know what the proficient...
They don't have
I wouldn't
proficiency.
be proficient.
So
just +1?
Just be +1.
15.
How fast this thing is going, it is going 55 miles per hour to where it's starting to corrode much more to where the whole entire inn is caught in that darkness.
We're running.
Ground
I'm running.
You are running fast as you can. You're dashing, and you're running far into where you're in the middle, and you're nowhere near the bite of that corruption. What do you do?
I'm just gonna keep going all the way to the beach if I have to.
Give me dexterity save.
Here we go. Ooh, okay. Save, dex save. What do I add for saves? Is it proficiency? Plus
What
your
is your-
modifier?
What is your dexterity save?
It doesn't say on Direwolf.
Your dexterity, you would have it, so it's your dex. Yeah, whatever your dexterity is plus your proficiency, you should have it.
23.
23.
Natural 19.
Just running through. And you're just running towards where you, and you trip, fall over to where more of that is starting to spread all around. You get up and begin to start running to where you are now on the sand as time goes by. What
I turn around, is it still following me?
You do not see it for miles.
Good. I'm gonna drop drift onto the beach and just relax for a little bit.
As you do that, you drop something, and you can see from your maul, there's blood on your maul.
I look down. What did I just drop?
You dropped Drift's arm.
You decapitated the turtle! I mean, amputated the turtle!
I didn't roll high enough. I grabbed him, but I only grabbed his arm.
Now we gotta sew it back on.
Nothing a little mending can't fix.
As you
Goodness.
drop the arm and you're looking on the beach, you are starting to see coming from the water. Coming from the water, you are seeing 5 people.
Are they shadows?
You are seeing what is an montage of a little bit of stone-like masons. Full-on stone. Eyes
Is there any
glassily
opening
out.
through them that I can run through?
Any openings where they're coming from the water, there is a good bit of opening right behind you, but that corruption is still coming.
Can I try to bolt out back a little bit and then start running along the beach?
You start to, keeping your stance, looking at all, you start disengaging to where you are running as fast as you can in that narrow state to where you can see right behind you. You're running, catching those shells wrong, and you're running across the beach, coming out of the water with the exact same images that you saw coming from the water.
There's too many of them. I just try to run faster.
Just face it, we're all gonna die.
Dexterity check.
Sorry, I'm holding out as long as I can. Dex check. 17. That's a natural 15. It's gotta give me something.
To where you
I'm rolling really good.
You tumble, hitting a rock. Barreling to where you hit, to where a little yelp of pain, to where you hit your spine in. You try to get up, but you stumble and fall.
I've been running for a while, yeah.
To where more of those stone-like creatures and a few start popping out of the ground, splitting. Peeping out, you can see in a few of those imageries, you see a few 6. You see a few 6 coming out. As their corporeal images, you can see one of Aileen. You can see one of Budar. You see one of Sage, Giles, Drift, and yourself.
And yourself.
I lash out at myself.
To where you're just leaving out that vicious mark, to where yourself just starts walking towards, rearranging itself like stone of an arbiter floating around like a moon does a planet, to where it fits straight to that exact same pose of a dire wolf, but probably a little bit more bigger.
I back up and try to run again.
You do that, and your legs almost seem to give out as soon as you try to keep running. And the way that you impacted on like the piece of like rock and boulder, like gonna hit yourself a little bit, but you're starting to limp. Your speed is halved.
Hey, I'm gonna still try to run dash.
Right, you're gonna
Run dash away.
and you are limping and still trying to run to where you are coated up, to where you hit into something. You see 5 statues. One of an elven, like one of a high elven descent. One of half elven. One of orc. One of druid. No dwarf, just druid. And another one of a small dwarf, but just a little bit taller, to where the Vuldican of the druid starts shifting out, eyes glowing of gold, and flashes from the statue that was actually glowing of gold to where the druid's eyes are flashing of gray. One of the elven figures are blue. One of the other elven figures is red. And the orc flashing of green. What do you do?
I drop my wild shape.
Drop your wild shape, and you're holding onto like the hand and arm that was severely burned from the crystal that struck you. In your legs.
I'm gonna drop to my knees.
You drop to your knees.
I give up. Take me. I don't want to suffer anymore.
They're all getting closer to where you see the stone of the dire wolf. And run as the stone makes the dire wolf starts running and jump for a pounce. Everything around you as that impact that you're waiting for, the death, the kiss of death, to touch. Everything stops and pauses as you hear a voice. Get away from him! Holding up holding a staff in his hand, you see weakened druid-like clothing, holding a light from his staff, hand up. Don't touch him.
Umbrea, you came.
As you call out Umbrea, he spins his staff, slams on the ground, to where a plume of gust of wind flies out, sending the stone shifting around. To where he's kneels down, holding the staff. No. This is bad. This is very bad.
Yeah, no kidding. You don't heal by any chance, do you?
What are you talking about?
Can you cast Cure Wounds? Please, I'm dying.
As you're doing that, you're sinking even more to where Umbrea. No. And he's.
Why are you standing there? Help me!
And you see him as he gets up, limping. You're running over. No! To where you plummet straight into the pit of darkness.
All right. I gotta sit down again. Sorry.
Everything goes to black. Nothing but pure darkness. Everybody heal back up to full HP.
Wait, what'd you say?
Heal back up to full.
Okay.
Thank goodness, that was one heck of a trip. We were on an acid trip, guys, for like 10 hours. It doesn't feel good.
As you all wake up, Aileen, you were knocked out on the ground. Aaron, you were knocked against the wall. Everybody looks like they've been through something, and you see there is a crystal coated up in like a little blanket. Well, two. Actually, there's two crystals coated up, and a blanket sitting on top to where there's a pair of clothing, and there's a note.
Are we awake?
You guys are awake.
Okay. I'll sit up from the wall. Am I like pretty relaxed? I don't know. I feel like I would like jump up off of the wall.
All of you are sweating profusely.
Yeah, I jump up off the wall and like I feel like I have to run right now.
So we're just where you see Drift.
How's his arm, by the way? That's the first thing I'm thinking about.
Drift's arm is still wrapped up after you guys did like wrap his wounds and everything. His arm
Does
is
he have it?
Yeah, his arms are still there.
He has
I'm gonna have bad
You guys-
PTSD about that for a long time.
I don't want to get up. I'm just gonna stay down.
Stay behind
Fine,
the ground.
stand up.
No, I'm not.
So you guys the benefit of a long rest, but you are pretty exhausted still because of that very, very lucid dream.
Do we at least get our spells back? Because I've been
I did say
like
we long
past, like
rested.
3 weeks.
We did.
I did say
We long rested.
I did say
We
long
long
rest.
rested.
Okay. Well, last time you said we had the effects of a long rest, but we didn't heal up and we didn't regain any spells.
The last time I did say that, that's because don't worry about it. But yes, you do see there right in the ground as all of you begin to wake up. There is a blanket and there's two crystals and a note.
I'll walk over to the note, or I'll point it out. I won't say anything about it. I'll just
Look at
that wasn't there before.
yeah. You see leg drift. Yeah. Okay. And he like holds his chest and making sure he's okay. Where are Sage and Budar?
I don't
That's a
see
good
him.
question. I don't know the answer to.
But there's this note here. I'm gonna pick it up now.
You pick up the
I'm
note.
gonna read it, but I'm scared of what I'm gonna see.
You pick up the note and it says, from Sage, as much as I like to be part and join out the world, I'm afraid my time has come to an end. I am heading back home. I asked a few mages here if they can send me back. And, well, as much as I want to, I don't think I'm for this prophecy. Philosophical. I don't know. And, if you're wondering whatever happened to Budar, well, take a look outside.
I would assume I'm reading this out loud, and as soon as I get to that part, I read it very slowly while looking up from the letter.
Yeah. As you get done reading it,
I get up, I run outside.
you run outside.
I drop the letter behind me.
Drop the letter.
I guess I'm right behind it.
You see Budar, blade stuck down into the ground, crystal on his hand, but not moving.
Oh, lovely.
I go and I shake his shoulders. Hey, we're here now. Everything's okay.
As you do that, the crystal drops out of his hand and his hand falters and blurs.
Lovely.
You see Drift immediately just... I knew we should have. Damn. Giles is taking like a few restraints and fixing his clothing, and he sees Budar. He's like, well, I don't believe I even have a few words to say. This is a lot of death that I've seen throughout this twisted, deceitful world. Only words I can actually say are, I promise you the grandest strengths of where you're going to go, buddy.
It's not fair.
And you just see Giles immediately just lean up against the wall and like cover his mouth.
Too much death for one day. It's too much.
You see Drift is immediately. So
What
now,
happened? I don't even know what happened. This is not okay.
we now know what we actually have to do. Instead of trying to find those, trying to search out for not only just Osmond, we also have another thing to add to this list. We are going to take the head of the man with scarlet eyes.
I'm gonna burn it.
We are going to destroy him. Giles begins to take Theus, start twitching out, and getting his dagger of radiance to where he is touching his head. And the crystals of not only from Sage and Budar start glowing and reverbing to where Giles, where Budar's crystal had fallen before, as a little bit of that projection showed out. You see there is a ghastly image on the screen of a man to where everything is just flickering back and forth between like fuzz all the way back to image, fuzz back way to image, to where you can just see that Seshar smile and hear the voice coming from the crystal. I told you, at some point in your life, I will hurt you in many ways I see fit.
I grab the crystal and I throw it to the ground.
You pick up the crystal and you slam it from Budar's crystal to where you would think you would get hurt by it. You don't. And you throw it down to where you think it would break, and the image shuts off to where you can hear that cackle.
I pick it up and I slam it again. And again.
To where you keep on going and going to where Drift takes your arm, and it's like, that's not gonna help. And just throws your arm.
It's not.
Giles walks out and speaks. There's something I haven't quite told all of you.
And you want to start now?
Yes. It's dealing with the same man. I've been keeping this a little bit bottled up because I didn't want to see anybody else get hurt, but it ended up costing our friend's life.
What do you know that we don't?
I had a conversation with the Men of Scald Eyes. Whenever that whole entire version of me went ballistic and I ended up attacking all of you,
Yeah.
I had a conversation with him. He did his same old tricks to the pain of remembering of my family, of the guild that I once was part of. And I mentioned to him that I was playing a little game that he tried to trick me with, to where he took control of me, switching my emotions from stoic to aggressive. And he whispered in my ear, "Have fun, because the only thing that I'll make you take away is the person that you love and care for much more than anything. I'm taking away a friend of yours that'll make not only you regret your decision, but make them hurt much more."
What's the point of all this?
He said, "We're in a game of chess, to where all of us are just the pawns, while he is the only one that'll actually play and win."
You're not even making any sense! I'll run up to Giles and I'll pin him against the wall of the inn.
Wow.
You do that where he holds it to the ground where Drift is like, "Hold on."
No!
I
out of
agree.
this.
Let's hold.
Where you see Giles.
There's a lot of things you haven't told us. Spill it, now!
If I
I don't
could,
even know if I trust you anymore.
I would, Aaron. I would. But I can't.
Why? What is with it? Why are you hiding it from us? What is so bad about it that we don't deserve to know?
Because he'll kill them too.
What are you saying? He's after all of us already. You know this. He's been tormenting us for weeks. And you think that because you're gonna say something, that it's gonna make it worse somehow? Look, it's already terrible for us. Okay? It's not gonna get any better. So you might as well start talking.
You see him go to brush off your hand and push you back. And you want to risk a life with the two people that helped us. Two people.
He doesn't have to die. He didn't have to die. Are you saying you did this?
And you see Giles just pause for a bit. It's not like I made a deal with him. If anything, I was just playing a little fake charade of what he was going to do.
You weren't in your own mind. That's what you're saying. And how
Aaron,
do I know you'll keep it?
Aaron, if you were in my shoes, you'd do the exact same. You want to know what he said he would do? He'd kill Sebastian Maza. Same two people. And you would think I did this on purpose? So Burak could die? No, I even mentioned he can toy with me. Just me alone. And you want to say I could have just backed out of the deal? He would have done anything by any means necessary.
I wouldn't bargain my soul.
I didn't even give him my soul. The only thing I gave him was an extra chess piece. And you're saying I'm hiding something? I'm hiding something? At least I had the goal to tell them a little bit of the truth before we even got to this point now. You are hiding something much more than I am.
That's debatable, honestly. And
Debatable.
at this point, it doesn't even...
Debatable. So you're pretty much saying it's honky-dory now.
It doesn't even compare. It's not life risking. The only life it would risk is my own. For you to know.
Your own life. So you're saying I am a coward by letting this psychopath kill one of our friends.
Why didn't you tell us sooner? Why didn't you tell us he had tainted you?
If I did, you would be in the exact same reaction that you are now. Drift already doesn't trust me. I don't even know about Aileen.
I'm just stupid, so don't mind me. I'm also wanted.
I already told you. From my whole entire story, I came from a previous guild. I told you the exact truth. I never lied. The only thing I kept secret was this whole entire ordeal, because, again, you would react the exact same way. So, Aaron, if I'm the jerk, if I'm the person that orchestrated and pointing towards Budar's body, I'm the one who did that, then what are you hiding? What deal did you make?
I made no deal. I don't know what you're on about.
I don't know, your postures changed pretty quickly.
Roll me deception.
It's the one thing I'm proficient in. 17.
You see him immediately. You fucking liar! Great. Punches you right into the face.
Ah!
Ow.
What is wrong with you, man? I'll just shove him.
You bargained something. What did you bargain?
Okay, it wasn't with the Scarlet Eyes man. It was not with him.
How do I know for fact?
It was
Hold
Nova.
on. You bargained with
It
Nova.
wasn't him. Yes.
You bargained with Nova. What did she offer you?
And I didn't write this down. Sorry. I should have kept that.
You slapper. Shame on you. I write everything down. I didn't write that though.
Yeah, I know.
It didn't involve me, and I was looking at Chinese.
Yeah, I didn't even write it down. But I swear to you.
And you're calling me a liar. Calling me the mastermind about those things. You did bet with him. You even said so yourself. It wasn't with the man of Scarlet Eyes. That's an immediate giveaway. What could you bargain with Nova? Vengeance?
I told her I would keep her safe. That if something were to happen, if her location were to be compromised, it wouldn't come from me. I promised to tell her sister that she was okay. That's it. That's all. I don't know what you're talking about. If there's something you know that I don't, please tell me about what I've been feeling, about what deals I have made with this man, because it's not something that I know.
As you're doing that, you see him immediately grab his crystal,
Was
throws
it
it on
so
the,
shocked us when we touched him?
where you see him throw his on the ground, and walks off.
Wait, are we breaking the band up?
I turn around and I walk away.
Oh.
You walk away. Drift and Aileen are the only ones
No, I'm
left.
gonna follow.
You see,
I look over to the. Who do we follow? Mom and Dad are fighting.
I mean, it's best to let them get their digressions out of the way, so us children. But wait, hold on, what the fuck am I saying? Who do you want to follow? Do you want to follow Aaron? Because if anything, I'm gonna follow Aaron to check on him. Do you want to follow Giles?
Sure, but if I get sucker punched into Hades, know that I went very slowly.
There, you got my word.
I just look like I'm walking all the way away, but really I just turned into the alley right next to this and just sat down on the wall and put my head in my hands.
I go to follow Giles. I go follow Dad.
You go follow Giles. I told you.
You won't say that when he's here, no balls.
Yeah, shit, be straight to you. You're the girly man.
Yeah, I called you Mom. I said Mom and
I
Dad are
didn't know.
fighting.
Okay, well that makes
Yeah, I
sense.
said Mom and
now.
Dad are fighting.
You walk over to Giles, Aileen, and you drift go over to the alleyway. Aileen, you're walking to where you hear Giles start speaking. I'm not trustworthy. Fucking scrawny ass. He's walking and stops. Aileen, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was about to say
Following you?
alert feet, alert feet.
She ain't hiding it.
It's like, Aileen, what do you want?
I don't know. Didn't know what to do. So me and Drift separated too. Very awkward. Mom and Dad are fighting.
So, I'm guessing you also threw your crystal away.
I don't know. Where is my crystal?
You still have a crystal on you.
I still have it on me.
You see him start tapping his arm. I don't know, you might end up. Maybe we weren't supposed to get these crystals. Maybe we weren't even supposed to meet. If I think about it, I don't think none of this would probably even happen if we even met each other.
No, I think we still would have eventually met. Maybe this kick-started us meeting, but I feel like we would eventually have met. Though I do travel a lot.
This all started just because I looked at some freaking hidden prophecy in the underground part of the church. I had to look at that mural. I couldn't just walk away. And you see, Giles Aileen,
Uh-huh.
I know you don't give two shits about this stupid group that we're in. I mean, we pretty much have the exact name of Dysfunctional Disappointments, but we're pretty much now. Ugh, I still hate saying that name. We're pretty much dysfunctional at this point. So,
We're very dysfunctional.
well, you might as well go find another group. You pretty much don't care staying around this us group of misfits anymore.
I mean, we're all still friends. I don't see why that would mean anything. Just to go find another group.
Is that fact?
I mean, at least that's what I assumed.
think coming from this whole entire thing, all of us have secrets. I just kept mine hidden, and I didn't know he was going to do this to Boulder.
Is he the? Are we 100% sure that he's the one that did this?
I mean, if you saw like Boulder's body, like, I mean, the message on the crystal had that exact same voice, sinister, psychotic, full of madness.
Yeah, the man with scarlet eyes.
I don't. I'm. You just see Giles grab his head and just like grab like the bridge of his nose. I don't know. Well, actually, what I'm gonna do, I don't know.
Because what if he did make a deal with Nova and you're just assuming that he's lying about it?
I don't.
Or plot twist, Nova is the man with scarlet eyes, so I'm kidding.
You see, Giles goes, if anything, I don't even think I even made a full deal with him. I just said I was gonna play with. I was just gonna play with the rules. Just gonna play the same mindset, get him on buddy so I can find out the truth. Where, again, the man with scarlet eyes, master manipulator.
Right. He probably manipulated your words.
You see, he grabs his head. Aileen, can...
Uh-huh.
Be honest. Do you even like being with us?
I don't know how to express feelings too well, but I was raised in a pretty shitty household where feelings weren't exactly acknowledged. So I don't know exactly what this is, but I mean, you're the best company I've had in like the past 3 years.
And saying for the moment, we are the best company that you actually have had, so you would prefer anything better, or would you prefer something much, much more different?
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, up until a couple of years ago, I never knew anything except for multicolored trees and green walls.
Where are you even from, Aileen?
The Feywild.
The Feywild. I don't think I've ever heard anything. No, I think I actually would have heard something about that in the story.
So you know when people describe acid trips, how it's all multicolored and looks like a unicorn threw up on it?
Yeah? Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, they probably somehow stumbled into the Feywild. And they saw the Feywild and they think that it was a drug trip. Because you also, if you're not from the Feywild and you go to the Feywild, you tend to not remember what you did in the Feywild. It's kind of like Vegas.
You see, Vegas. What is Vegas?
Oh, it's a city in the Feywild. It's really wild. You can go gamble, get flat-faced drunk.
But as soon as you just pretty much say like, "Oh, it's Vegas,"
Vegas.
You see like this, Vegas. Okay, we'll have to like keep that one written down somewhere.
Yeah, it's a fucked up city. It's really pretty though, but it's gonna be like an acid trip.
You see him walk past you. They walk past you. He's like, I gotta go get the crystal at least. And walks back.
And even if we do have to separate for a little while, some parties just have to take a break from each other.
As soon as you say that, moving on into the alleyway to where Aaron ducked down and is holding his head against the wall. You see walking up, you see Drift. So, you mind? I don't know.
Dang it all, man. Dang it all. Just-
I'm not that very good at are you alright?
Wait, fuck.
Yes, I'm fine. It's Giles I'm worried about.
I mean, the guy is like 50 grades of shade.
Yeah, I don't trust him. Do you trust him? I'm sure we've been over this, but be honest.
All honesty, I honestly don't. No. Is it true
Ooh,
that
excuse me.
that he tried to kill us and try to make sure we all didn't get here, and it seemed like he made a deal, and mentioning of him being with a group like that. I honestly did not trust him whatsoever. But as soon as he got extremely hurt, or he got super hurt by like a flash of his crystal going off, there was a moment in my mind that like I should let this happen, or I should put him out of his misery, or he's about to turn on me and kill me. To where I waited and waited, and I waited about good enough to where it didn't cross my mind, and I helped him.
When we got into that room, me and Aileen, you were both out cold on the ground, surrounded by a storm of energy. I didn't know what to do. I got there, I asked her, spare the dying, please. And she tried to use it on you, and it didn't work. I went over to Giles, and I reached for the med kit, trying to take it out. I'd used this on him. It helped him. It did. He healed. I know he did. And the spare the dying wasn't working on you, so I used it on you too. This healing kit.
You
just started puking out this black ichor, and it filled the room, and just everybody just started sinking into it like it was a void. I got out of there. I ran as fast as I could. I just kept running. I tried to take you with me. Nobody else was coming out of there, and I grabbed you. And then I got all the way out to the beach, and I realized I had torn off your arm. I'm sorry. I'm a coward. I know I am deep down, really. It's not in my body to want to trust people. It's not in my mind to want to trust people. I don't even know what I'm doing here, really.
He moves around a little bit to where he stops and gives you a smack across the face.
Yeah.
Damn.
I deserve that.
Hold on. So, hold on. You're telling me this whole entire thing, you ran?
Yeah, you all started sinking in there. I tried with all my might to pull you out of there.
But you ran?
Yes, I ran. What
You
else am I
didn't smoke
supposed to do?
with us?
Stand there and accept my fate?
Yes! Yes! That's
You
what we did!
could. You.
Maybe we are meant to be together.
You.
I thought you were done for.
The one thing
I
that I remember that
always like
Sebastian told us is that we stay together by any means necessary. That we fight together, from what Hijack said. We never quit. The only time when we all fall is if we all couldn't make it. You are saying that you don't trust Giles. And before you ask who is that, that is my friend Michael. Old friend
Oh,
we
since.
have
Michael, I'm
another person listening.
Yeah, don't worry, he's just listening in. But this is my
That's
old
fine.
friend Michael from elementary.
Is he going to be playing as well, like Austin? Or is he
I
just listening?
I do not know. I actually do have to talk to Michael afterwards about that if he's willing to try it, because it'll
We'll
be his
see.
first time.
Also, I like Cass. It is not a grape soda.
It's not a great song.
What
You
is
don't
it
want to
then?
know what it is.
Don't worry about
Cranberry.
it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, Cass knows exactly what it is.
Oh no. No. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. But you just see him immediately.
Some bitch juice.
Yes. It's dumb bitch. You see Drift, like, you and Giles are literally the exact same person. He ran away he hid in the carriage of where Sebastian and Mazel were whenever we were help them with the shipment. You ran away from us, even though I feel like this whole entire thing played us like a dream sequence. You,
It's different. There's nothing about that that's the same. You heard Ren, and that's the only look. I ran because all hope was lost. Giles ran because he wanted to protect his coat.
you
There's a
ran,
difference.
yeah.
Also forgetting Aileen ran once too.
Aileen also ran away whenever she saw something very, very scary. She
She
ran
was
away.
scared of Cass. Yeah.
You see, he's. You consider yourself to be a saint. You ran
I'm
away
not.
because
I'm not. I know I'm not. Before you get started, I'm not a saint.
you ran away when all hope was lost. Yet you even told us on the ship where you got even a big morale boost from Hijack saying, "We do not abandon until all of us fall down together."
If we go
Look,
down,
when
then
you're in my
we cry.
position, you have nothing. When
Michael,
you have
Austin Crash.
when you have
Oh
no spells left, you have
no,
only one wild shape charge, and all of your weapons are broken and misuse. What do? You throw a punch, and it does no damage. What do you do?
Yeah, you just
What can I do in that situation? I can't do anything.
You see him hold out his crystal as he
excuse me,
holds up
shit. My bad.
the
Excuse
fluid
you.
to where like his green crystal is glowing. What Osmond told me, no matter how bad the fight is, we still continue and we still march. We keep we keep going and we don't surrender. I didn't even make a promise to him saying that I would try to keep that. All I told him is I would try. I'm trying my best. Giles is trying his best. Budar tried his best. So did Aileen.
Aileen's not trying to do shit. She's
Well,
rolling
I
in
actually
the
don't know.
flow.
I don't know about Aileen. That one's a very big mystery.
She's, if anything, you want to talk about dysfunctional and disappointments? I think there's only one dysfunctional person, and then there's a disappointment.
Aileen's just both.
Aileen is in the middle of the whole entire courtyard square, shaking her legs around like a dog, and just like pops her mouth.
Actually, you know who?
I mean, she's
Who are we
wanted for
kidding?
murder, so.
Who are we kidding? I'm probably as much dysfunctional disappointment as she is. Maybe worse at this point. Look, I'm a
She's
coward.
like arson, theft, murder.
She's looking
Torture.
at the stuff at the guys. See, Giles, interesting.
You're lucky I'm not a police officer. I would arrest you right now.
I waterboarded with somebody with a gelatinous cube.
I might call the polices on you, Aileen.
If you don't shut up.
But like, as soon
I'll show
as
you how to do it.
you see,
It's really easy.
you see as like Drift is looking at you, Aaron. We will still become dysfunctional in disappointments because I guess even though all of us are adults, we still haven't grown up yet.
What's the deal with this whole crystal thing anyway? I didn't ask to be part of this.
Neither did
Sure, neither did you.
I don't
None
think,
of us did, really.
don't think Giles, don't think Budar Sage, don't even think that Aileen.
Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. What if we were picked because of our flaws? Like, because we are such dysfunctional people. Like, what if that's the reason we were picked?
You're not there.
Aileen is walking by the corner.
I'm just
talking to
saying.
Giles. And Becca's allowed to give out her
That was
opinion.
like that was Becca saying that.
Oh, that's
Not
Becca. Alright.
Yeah.
Becca's allowed
Yeah.
to give
So
out her
I'm-
opinion and idea.
Alright,
Fuck you, Andy.
I let you finish. I let you finish, and then I said, you're not there.
Damn. Mike,
See?
Mike
fuck
up.
you, Hades. Stop making
It's
my light.
not metagaming, see, because I let you finish and then just said, you're not there.
You're not here.
Well, it wasn't metagaming when I was talking out of character.
That is true.
Either way.
I'm talking out of character when I say you're not there.
Shut up. As you continue on, you see Adrift like, we are going to continue being dysfunctional disappointments if we don't get our act together.
We will die.
And I really hate to agree with you, but it's the truth.
You see,
Yeah.
he walks out of the alleyway. He's like, you could stay there if you want to. If anything, I'm
No,
going to go check
I'm
the
gonna get
house.
up. I'm gonna go.
You get up and go out the alleyway to where all of you are walking in the middle, and Giles and Aileen are meeting up back into the middle.
Aileen's just listing off the things she's wanted for.
You see freaking Giles is like, what have I got myself into?
Oh, and I think maybe I drowned a couple people. No, that was a fallen in murder.
You see he walks right back in and like picks up Sage's like crystal that she threw down. As he picks it up, you see him walk back out and like just says, okay, so what do we do with the crystals?
I guess we just leave them.
No, let's carry them. Keep their legacy alive. I'll take
Wait, so is
Budar's,
Sage dead?
even though I totally
what I-
defiled it.
Because from what I understood, Sage just went back to her home.
Hold on.
So is Sage dead?
Hold on. I'm gonna
Sage?
look into my crystal and try and see if I can find her.
Arcana. You already know the
Here we
DC.
go. Yep.
Ooh, shit. I burped it again.
11 plus 9, 20. Oh wait, no,
Ooh,
it's plus
shit.
6. Sorry. 17.
I will say plus 9.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's my survival.
You gotta look in to where like it is playing on the image of the crystal, but you're trying your best to grasp at where Sage is. You see Sage is holding a few bags as she takes form of something you've never seen. Shifts a little bit taller and starts flying off into the air to where she exceeds out of your range. Sage is alive, but she's no longer where you guys are. And you can feel when as soon as she flies off into that distance, she's no longer on this plane.
Is she on the acid trip plane? Is she in my hometown? I'm kidding, I can't see.
I relayed this to everybody. I just say she's alive. She's okay, but she just plane shifted.
Well, if we're obviously all super stressed. Well, I'm not. I don't give two shits. I'm an easygoing person, but obviously there's stress among the party, amongst people. What if we just take a little bit of a break? Don't worry about responsibilities. Maybe like a vacay.
I
Separate.
think we should bury Budar first.
Oh yeah, after that, of course. But like, what if we just take like a vacay or something, just to get things off our chest and relax, and then we get back to the task at hand and go kill the man with scarlet eyes, and rip off his head and feed it to Cerberus.
I really like the sound of that right now. I want nothing more than to see him dead.
As you're,
See that?
as you're saying this out loud, Aileen,
Uh-huh.
you see a scroll pop in front of you.
I grab it and read it. Not out loud, because it could be multiple many things. A warrant for my arrest, or a bunch of other things. It could be anything.
You read as soon as you appears into your head. You see it is a certain note.
Okay, I'll read that later. I like put it in my little saddlebag.
And as I would say, like before you put in your bag and what you saw, you see it says for to whom it may concern. That's what it leads off with as you go to roll it and put it in your bag.
Yep. I'll just read that later. You can text me what I said later.
No, I'll wait.
Okay.
What was that?
Either way,
Did anybody else notice that?
I mean, all of you would notice that, but like, Aileen is so quick to the hand. She's like, yeah, nope.
I
What
can
do you
only
think that
assume
was?
I know
Was
who
that a
that's from.
You see it and like, okay. You see Drift goes over to like Budar's body and picks it up like by one arm. So it's,
Let me help you. I help him.
right, you go over to the other side.
I'm pretty sure I have a spell called like where I can move Earth, so I can create a grave. Let me go look through my spells.
And you see
Oh wait,
Drift.
did we long rest? Can I switch my spells after that long
I
rest?
did say you
Yeah,
all rest, but switching your spells on the other hand for the druid, since you had something very, very exhausting for it not.
Yeah.
Clarence says you have to do it that way. I have to do my spells every morning or after every long rest.
Man, what I would give to just have call lightning now.
You know what? Actually, I do have a lightning bolt as a Tempest cleric. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna lightning bolt the ground to create a grave. Because the spell I thought I had is not a spell cleric skill. So I'm
Moldar,
just gonna call lightning the ground. Yeah, that's what I thought I had, but it
you
was wind wall that I was thinking of.
you
That I
uh,
had.
all of you kind of take him out to where you ask around, say like, is there like a good place to bury someone? They would always say, literally, like for like remembrance of a dead person, they would always say like, oh yeah, just take him to the like cemetery, and you would ask if there's something a little bit more better. And there's a scenic route where it's part of the cemetery, but it's a little bit much more peaceful in a way.
Okay.
You guys go over there and you use your lightning bolts to make
Yeet.
a good bit of burial, good shit. And just
Yeah, it's the hero that has molders. Not
like just shifting it out to where you all place Yoda in there, reseal the grave, and you see Giles takes out his flask, like takes out Budar's flask, puts on his grave, and Drift sticks his blade, Budar's blade, in the ground right next to his flask.
I throw a couple of seashells onto it.
Your Giles. 10 shots, buddy. 10 shots.
What if you don't drink?
And you see him
You will after today.
he's like,
No, I really have no desire.
with this, if anything, it's me saying 10 shots. That's just me saying he deserves 10 shots.
Oh, see, I don't know what. I didn't know that was like a metaphor.
Here, I'll buy some for you so you can dump it on the ground for him.
I'm looking at like Aileen. Have you never been able to? You know what? I actually shouldn't ask that question. Seems like you wouldn't care about funerals.
She's the kind of person to put people on the ground, not bury people.
I've never had a. Well, I've kind of forced people to an early grave.
Kind of what I mean.
Yep, has a point.
You 6 feet under. You 6 feet under. You and you get 6 feet under. You get 6 feet under.
And
You get the bottom of the ocean.
You see
You get off
Giles
the cliff.
and Drift start walking away from the grave after saying their piece and giving like a pray and a meditatory. You see him, like Giles, walk away and hold up his hand and say, "May Tyr bless and guide you."
You actually see Aileen take out a weird golden coin. It's not like a piece of gold that you would like buy with. She
Yeah.
just sets the gold coin on the grave. Because in Greek tradition, you always want to put a gold drachma on a grave.
Mhm.
So they can buy their way, so they can pay Chiron for a ferry ride across the river Styx. You just see her set down the coin and then walk away.
Aaron, would you like to say anything or put something down on the grave? Mike.
Michael!
Sorry, my bad. I was muted. I have a button on my head.
No, you weren't.
I'll just say I regret a lot of things today. But one thing I regret the most is not buying you more drinks. You were worth more than money. I didn't have to be stingy. I'm gonna use create bonfire on top of his grave.
To where you see an astral mark of arcane-like fire, not spreading, but keeping that packed to where that flame is still lifted. Keeping it like a peace, like a solitude to it.
Rest well.
May Hades take good care of him.
And I leave.
All of you start walking, and where you're caught in the middle of the crossroads, one going in opposite direction and one going the other directions, and same vice versa. You see Giles and say, well, I would say we could keep in touch, but we don't have a way to keep in touch.
So, look, I'll walk up to him. If I'm hiding something from you, I don't mean it to be harmful. The only thing I've ever tried to hide from any of you is the location of where I'm from. Because I believe it's too dangerous for us to go. I want to protect you all. And
The place I'm from is a giant drug trip.
I have faith that if we work together, we'll get stronger, but we're not strong enough yet. I like you all. I find solace being with you all. Let's stick together to the end.
As much as I want to continue venturing with you guys, it's best if we kind of go our separate ways for a bit.
Where will you be
Oh
on?
my advice.
I am going. I'm actually going to leave for a little bit of discovery. Trying to
You might
find
as well be
out
truthful, because I can find you anyway.
pretty much. I'm trying my best to continue on what I need to do. How about you three stick together? On my spare time, I'll try to see if I can find where Ridian was last seen, where Osmond was also last seen as well. But if you guys want to go find Osmond, go ahead. I'll look for Ridian.
You know, I feel like you always work better alone. I'm sorry at the limits that we put on you.
I was much more happier here with you guys.
It's not going to be the same.
Don't worry. You guys will be fine.
Are you sure about that?
We are so far from fine, and you know this.
Yeah, but we've been through worse.
That's debatable at this point.
And you see, he kind of he kind of like wants to do like a hug, but he knows it'll be extremely awkward. To where he just moves back
Yeah.
and bows.
She does it anyway. Fuck it. Alien goes up him anyway.
You go to like give him a hug to where like he just like puts his like one arm around you and just does the exact same to where like drift like
Awkwardly one hand to the side, you know?
yeah. To where like
Like,
drift,
Alien's a
where
dog.
do I put my
Puppy.
other hand? I don't know. Just kind of leave it here.
Drift goes to tap Giles on the shoulder. And Giles is going to where like look at you, Aaron, and like hold out his hand and say, Aaron.
Firm handshake.
To where you
As firm as I can make it with my +0 strength.
so like he shakes his hand and he shakes yours like and like let's go with the hug and like also like taps and like gives a wave off to you guys.
Good luck, Giles.
Don't die.
If you need us, we'll be there.
And you see him like give
Well,
like
we don't die.
a gratitude like of a bow. He was like, I don't plan on dying. Not yet. to where Giles walks off far into the distance.
As soon as he's gone, I'll just be like, I should be happier. I really should. Man, we just got into a
Why?
terrible argument and now he just walked away. I just feel all sorts of empty.
Well, that's what you should be feeling. You shouldn't feel happier that he's leaving.
Yeah.
Just like, Aileen, your emotions, you want to be happy, happy, go happy at pretty much everything.
It's something that I'm not gonna forget. The
Also-
truth. The truth hurts. It hurts so much.
And also, just because you look like you're acting happy doesn't mean you are, though.
You see,
And then she walks away.
you see Drift like, okay, fair enough. But as you begin to walk away, and Drift is saying, well, we already have part 2 on that list, on that mission, is to try to find and defeat the Menace God Ice and kill him. But first, we got to find Osmond.
I take out or I try to attempt to pull out the scroll for the quest that we've currently been doing.
The quest that you've been doing, it is still out, and the date has still not changed.
Has it been completed?
For you to find where you are to find Osmond has not been completed.
Oh, that's the Icewind one?
The Icewind one that you are looking for has not been completed because you're not on Icewind.
No, obviously not. For some reason, I thought they went by 2 different names depending on who. Never mind. Don't worry about it. It's complicated. My brain works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
And
you feel like
I'll put it away and follow everybody.
you guys, the 3 that are left over.
Excuse me.
You're now going to try to find a way off Thorncarver. If not, try to get a little bit of peace and information around here to see if you locate a member of the original party of Ilana's Mystics.
I'm gonna try to catch up with everybody, and I'll just start saying, well, what do we do now? I would say we have options, but really, I think there's only one thing we need to work towards at this point.
Drift says,
Finding Osmond.
We need to find Osmond.
as you were saying that, Drift stops for a bit as his crystal is glowing.
Is he the one that gets connected to Osmond?
Yes, to where you see the greens.
Yeah, he is.
You see the greens like, huh, this is new.
Maybe he's leading us to him.
As you say that, the beam shoots out to a very a very far place, pointing out, okay, that's pretty handy.
I guess we just follow the beam.
Yeah, okay. I think it looks like we're going overseas. You might need to charter a boat.
Hey, we've done that once.
Yeah,
It
then what was?
had a boat. Didn't go very well.
Oh.
That's kind of how we ended up here. This is how Budar
Well,
died.
we were also attacked. We were also attacked by pirates.
I mean, what else do you want to go by? Do we have enough money for an airship?
I don't know. Is
Well-
2,000 gold enough?
You see, Drift says, I have about 800 on me.
Yeah, if we pool it all together, what do we have? Aileen, you've been holding out on us. How much money do you have?
2,200?
Could that buy us an airship? That's like 4,000 if we pool it all together. Oh yeah. Dang it, we didn't even loot Bierdar's body. That sounds so bad, but come on. It's okay. We
I'm a
bury
t-
him with everything he had.
as the
I'm not a
DM,
grave robber. I'm not a terrible
as
person.
the DM, I will tell you this: if you try to loot any type of gold piece, you ain't find shit. The man's broke.
Yeah, Buter spent his money as soon as he got it.
Oh no. Literally every time we ever got money from a quest, he wasn't present to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's just had no money this whole time.
But you literally,
Oh.
as he said about that much. He said, "Okay, we should have enough to like charter an airship." Okay,
I would
Yes,
trust
we all
having
go
an
in on
airship.
it.
airship.
But I still also need money to buy more diamonds. So I at least need to keep some kind of money. So we don't. If we do die, I can bring us back.
How much do you think an airship over here would cost?
Wait, you have the
I don't know.
ability to revive,
Yes, I'm a cleric.
and we didn't even think to use that on Budor?
I don't have it prepared.
So, let's... How do you prepare your spells? This is in character.
Well, I mean, also the way that the spell works is that they have to have died in the last minute. I don't think Budar died within the last minute from when we found his body.
I'm sorry for asking. I am.
Yeah, it's a little complicated. And plus, I don't have any diamonds.
I'm
That's
sure
why I gotta buy
somebody
some.
sells them here.
We can wait till we get back to the mainland.
You guys are going to go see to pay for an airship. You are going across, but like 20 minutes go past, and you kind of just like right in front of an artificer's like shop and everything. And you are saying like you just see him right in front of you as he's like just preparing. It's a little Furbog. Man just like goggles on.
Sir, excuse me.
Where he like, lifts off his glasses. Do not come in here. Just spend it. I'm kind of focused on a little bit. Oh shit, we got customers.
Yeah, do you sell diamonds? Asking for a friend.
Diamonds. Diamonds. Not diamonds.
Like big 300 gold worth of diamonds.
Diamonds.
Verify, I'm pretty sure Verify's 1,000.
Diamonds.
Revivify is 300.
Do we have any? But how big diamonds are you looking for?
At least 300 gold worth.
Enough. Yeah, at least 300 gold worth of a diamond.
All right, Dash. Okay. Shit, no. And you see like another male Shirobok walk out. I was like, okay, what be there? What happened? We're gonna need another big size diamond. You see, big size diamond. Big size diamond. Who's asking big size diamond?
We kind of have a cleric here, and she needs them for spells.
Are you sure? Okay, big size diamond. Did you check the big size diamond size cabinet? You see him. I just asked you where the big size diamond. You don't think I would have checked the big size diamond, cabin size? And you see like I don't know. Did you
cabinet?
Did you just see the big size
gold diamond?
And you see they're literally starting to like go at each other, like just like running on shit. I'm finding big size diamond. I'm trying to help these customers. You trying to get a motherfucking. Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, this would be a great opportunity for our rogue to sneak in while they're preoccupied and just steal from them. Except he's not here, and he can't do that.
So, roll me stealth.
What are you doing?
Well,
anyway.
You know what? This is going to be with advantage because they're kind of preoccupied with each other.
Awesome! I get a plus 11 to my stealth.
I'll just like join in whenever they're talking. I'm just like a big size diamond.
Big size diamond. You see, right here, Chris, we need a big size diamond. We need to find a big size diamond.
27.
27. Yeah, Jesus
big
Christ!
Size diamond, yeah. It's okay. We're not coming back here. I don't care if we're wanted here.
Jesus Christ. Alright, you sneak over to where, like, he mentions to go to the place that says a big size diamond in a cabinet, and there's literally labeled on the cabinet, big size diamond in a cabinet. And you just literally
I'll make a sleight of hand check.
make a sleight of hand.
It's not even locked.
30-20.
Dirty 20. You immediately swipe the one diamond that is only in there. You got the big size diamond worth 500 gold pieces.
Alright, she goes and stands next to Aaron. After she sneaks back and then goes stands next to Aaron.
You close the cabinet at least?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You go back to cemetery. Okay, I'm fine, but you don't fine. I'll just go ahead and check it.
Let us play. Actually, I think we should play.
As soon as you guys walk out like this, hey, there's no big size diamond, there's big size. He goes like that, like running back to the phone. I told you there's no big size diamond in a big size. To where as soon as you guys leave out, there's like a commotion of like those two fighting over the.
Yeah, we go to the, there's a. I'm gonna try to go find like a shop that sells disguise kits.
Aileen, as soon as they walk away far enough, Aileen just pulls out the diamond out of her pocket and is like twiddling it within her fingers.
You. I don't even want to ask.
Alright, so
Like, we even had the money. You just kind of.
I'm going to mark another.
We even had plenty of money. This is completely uncalled for.
They were too busy fighting, and I was impatient.
I put my hood up, and I just say,
Puts the diamond back in her pocket.
yes, stay low for a while. This probably ugly. Is
No,
Drift
they're
with us
just
still?
arguing at this one.
Drift is still
in the cabinet.
Drift is still with you. He was kind of like he wanted to egg on a little bit, but he was trying his best to hold in the laughter.
I feel like he would be like, as soon as that all happened, he's just like, yeah, you know what? I think I have enough money. Okay, yeah, she just, yeah.
I
Okay.
just kind of have it in my head that Drift just saw Aileen do everything.
He's literally just been looking and like, oh, you freaking mink.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do now? Sue's like that little tuffle with the Fearbulg.
I'm trying to see if there's a shop that sells disguise kits that is not the shop we just stole from.
You go to a random merchant shop, and you are looking at it. It's like one of the soothsayers.
Hi. Yeah.
Welcome to
I
well,
would like
come
to buy a disguise kit.
Is this welcome to
Gum for your mum.
to my shop.
I'm about to stab somebody.
I'm going to attempt to keep conversing her like this while I see out of the corner of my eye that Alien's going to steal again.
Alien, give me a slot of hand.
Aileen? Okay. Oh,
20
As soon as you do that, well, shifts over to your hand. Put down the disguise kit.
damn, you saw me. Okay, I'm gonna walk away and go read my letter. I'm gonna go sit outside in an alley.
Alien goes into the back, like crying her eyes out of fear.
No, she's just gonna go read the letter because, perfect time, Molly. He's slowly talking to a satyr.
You see, like, just moving over, like, welcome to my shop of mystic magics. What can I do for you, dear?
Do you sell disguise kits?
I do actually sell a lot
How
of
much
disguise kits.
How much would 5 cost me?
5 cost of disguise kits. For 5 people, it would be a total of 35 gold pieces each.
Okay, 35 is fine. I was about to say. If it's anything over 100, I'm inside checking her immediately.
It's 35 gold pieces for each disguise kit, so it's 5 for each person. It's like 5, so it's going to be 35, 35, 35, 35, 35. So,
It doesn't add up, but okay.
it's like you want a disguise kit, and you said you want to have 5 disguise kits, right? So disguise kits themselves cost 35 gold pieces.